is for mount.
I understand you do.
When does it appear you get evicted?
So
That's
on this episode of Cops.
Okay? It's harassment.
Well, the way I look at it, I don't see a camera pointed at your. I see
That
a camera
one
that is pointing right here, and I see a camera that is pointing straight
that's
down.
good. That loud bird, it sounds Canadian too. Just like so loud. It's like 6 a.m. You're just like, wah, 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 wah. That's terrible.
And what's this
That's a
right
loud
now?
bird. That's the loudest bird I've ever heard in my
all
life.
Day long. Watch YouTube. Tons of it happens. There's nothing I can do about that when recording it. Just like I have a recorder on, I have a camera in that car, I have a camera in that car. Because everything comes down to cameras today.
He said down here. He said, this sounds Canadian for sure.
Probably just wear it. These violations, film it.
I don't know what really is going on here. Looks like a nice property. It looks like Barrie. That's my best guess there. Innisville House, you know, somewhere up there. Okay, just a good conversation. You gotta work it out. You gotta work these agreements out with your landlord. If you're making an income, you gotta pay for the electricity, you gotta pay for the lights, you gotta pay for where you're staying. Nothing's free.
Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor Morning. We're at the complex, a 7-unit rental property where 200 to 300 tires were dropped off in the backyard of one of the units the other day. Now, we called the police to make sure they weren't stolen. The police showed up, said, hey, they're not stolen. However, a tire store was just evicted. Now we have one tenant in there who we are trying to evict as well for not paying rent.
Caught red-handed. Maybe they were stealing the tires. Maybe they were buying the tires and then they were gonna start their own startup business. I'm down for that. Small businesses?
For 4 months.
Oh,
and the police confirmed, yes, that is
you're making yourself a
dropped the
go-kart
tires
park.
off because their tire store was evicted. And later that
and some kegs quickly went by and I see a bunch of kegs.
We know each other. One to pay rent, one to tell us, hey, we can't get rental assistance because our tire store was evicted.
Okay.
And this, we think, may or may not be the tire store based on the police description and the hundreds and thousands of tires in their yard.
Sometimes you need room to start said businesses. You know, you need the backyard. That's a big, beautiful garage. I feel like you could just get about half those tires in there nice and neat up against the wall. Canadian Tire commercial style. Looks like they're starting a go-kart park in the back. Like that would be like the best startup. You know what I mean? Instead of like, we're gonna start a tire store. I'd be like, ever thought about the go-kart industry, Frank? You know what I mean? I feel like that's just the start of a movie right there. And then he has the best outdoor track in his backyard. All around the world, just travel to. Then you can pay rent. Then you can own the whole property and pay rent, you know? Everything's fair. Legalities, money. I love it.
Please.
She's back at it again.
Yeah, but don't do it, mine, please.
It's my property. It's Narcan.
Oh.
And I'm 78. It's poisonous.
Oh my gosh. Wow, okay, yeah, that meets all the qualifications for me of the title of this video. What are you doing?
And it's against the law. And you have no license for it.
Sorry,
None. None. This is for me. You know that, you
I truly do wish that I never met you. You know what's crazy? Is that's probably someone's mother. Probably, you know, I'm just guessing. Probably someone's mother. Can you imagine growing up and having that human being as your mother? I pray to God that this is a one-time, one-off situation that is like, we can't deal with the law on or something. Because wow, you'd be a horrible human being if I had to deal with that on the daily. Oh? Is that a baseball bat? What the heck? Yeah, no, wish I never met you. I am now 100% calling the police. Dude, not cool. Oh.
Let's go.
Like literally, it's like I'm calling the police on you now because you are threatening me and I feel unsafe. And I would. I go into my house. You are going to annihilate me with a baseball bat. Police, get this guy. Thank you very much. Goodbye. What? Is that a sign? Dude, what is she wearing? Oh my gosh, dude. You already know that was a political sign. I couldn't read who it was.
Yeah, you're
Literally, what is she wearing?
piece of piece of
First off, what are you wearing? Like, it looks like you just have the American flag on. And I don't think this is super constitutional. You just like going up on someone's property and annihilating their thing and smacking on their door and whatever. Wow, like, dude, like this is, no. That's why we vote, guys, and then we decide. You know, it's like the public decides.
Who do you know? Since you took my dog from across the street, who do you know?
Nobody know if I took your dog.
Oh yeah, you did. No. That's my dog. No. I've got the pictures a month and a half before she showed up at your house to prove it.
Wait a second, whoa. We're just gonna let her have your dog? Like, you can't just, no, yeah. Like,
in my name now.
Yeah, now, because you took her from my house after we were taking care of her. You're the smart one, by the way.
Like, if you took my dog, like literally, if like this guy, like, so there's some weird situation here, it's like you had it for a month and a half, I don't really understand, but if that was like 100% my dog, I am marching into your home, getting my dog, and leaving.
Listen, you guys get to live with me and dog stealing garbage. That's what you get to live with. Call whoever you...
We can't just...
Oh, it was scheduled the day before we found where you were, you stupid ass. You don't...
You can call the fucking police if you want, but I am taking my dog back home with me. I'm not just gonna be like, okay, well you have it now, and like, you stole it. Like, no, screw that. Like, I'm getting my goddamn dog back.
I live right there, and I've lived there for 7 years. I've lived there for longer than him, but he doesn't want me to park in front of his house because he apparently has 5 cars that he needs to park here. So they're trying to bully me, which they do to every neighbor. They leave nasty notes on every neighbor.
Wow, yeah, get out of here, lady. Like, get out of here, both of you guys. Like, just...
Neighbor's car, swearing at people not to park in front of their house. And this thinks I'm threatened by her. She opened my car door. Okay, I'm gonna park while you're still here so that they don't do the same once you leave.
You doing the rest of your life.
Yeah, okay.
The rest of your life.
Yeah, okay. I'm scared. That doesn't make any sense.
Screw it. Yeah, I can imagine if it's like you have your vehicle and like you can no longer park your vehicle because this vehicle is here. But like, just to be rude, like, get out.
Taking pictures of people that stop by.
What about all the illegal you do in your garage?
Oh, there's no illegal in my garage.
Oh, yes, there is. And there's evidence of it.
Hello,
darling. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, sweetheart.
No illegal property.
Oh, hello there.
You know what?
Yeah, no, you're right. I do wish that I never met you. Man, I keep saying it on this channel, but it's just like, it's so funny in 2022. Our form of like attacking each other is we both come at each other with our phones and then just start throwing accusations at each other and just like hoping something sticks. Back like 50 years ago, it's just like we just threw hands and then like that was it. You know, it's like we threw hands and it's like, okay, we're done now. Like that is it. Nowadays, we just like fly at each other with our cell phones and just start throwing stuff and like hoping that we can catch something on camera. Wow, that is this modern age of fighting. Crazy.
Am I on camera?
Nope.
I don't want to hear your mouth. I don't want to hear your mouth. I don't want to hear your mouth, right? You say, well,
oh man, police are not happy about this.
You're gonna go back to that. You're gonna like fucking. Because if you have to come back here for your ass again, you're going. You're going to fucking jail.
Oh man. Wow, dude. Yeah, the police have had enough.
I have fucking had. Go back in your house, shut the fuck up, and mind your business. Go. I don't want to fucking hear it. Just go. Me neither. But I'm honorable.
I mean, how many times, guys, comment down below, how many times did they have to get called here for something stupid to get to that level of blow up? You know, like, I'm thinking, like, we gotta be closing in on double digits now, you know, and it's like, we've just had it with this human being.
You might want to mow your grass because the people from Cabarrus County will be coming to mow your grass for $1,000. Which are full of self.
I'm sorry, say again?
Like I said.
Okay.
You might want to mow your grass.
Wow, dude. Like, okay, first off, there's no way that somebody is coming to mow someone's grass for $1,000. Like, I just, like, do not believe that at all.
The people from Cabarrus County will be mowing it for you for $1,000.
Why does Cabarrus County do that?
Did you see me?
Why are they doing that?
Yes, I understand, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so get your trash can, pull it back, mow your f***ing grass, and get yourself together.
Oh, man.
Hello.
And seriously, like, unless this guy is sporting like a freaking jungle outside, I'm talking like literally like I'm 2 meters tall, like literally my height of grass, and it's like, there's wilderness in there, there's animals living in there. I don't see why that is your concern, you know? I just don't see why that's your concern. Like, yeah, obviously it's ugly to look at, and like, he has weeds, then those weeds are gonna come onto your property, and like, that does suck. Like, I apologize for that, like, that does suck. But just like, this whole interaction, like, this sucks. This sucks.
Back to Bach. My parents rented an apartment at a very reasonable rate to an electrician in return for him doing minor maintenance. Okay, fair enough. The guy somehow rewired the incoming electricity so that it came from our parents' electric meter instead of his. Their bill shot up over double, almost triple, and he claims to know nothing about it. I'm a bit confused. Was he stealing your parents' electricity? What an asshole. Thank you, Kitty Burglar. I had the same question. Yeah, he rewired the apartment so instead of his meter pulling electricity, wow, because he didn't want to pay the electricity bill? Dang, that's shady. That's so shady. They're trying to do like a, you know, whatever, give a little, take a little. Like, that's like a sick deal. If I was an electrician and I got that deal, hoo-wee, I'd do all the repairs you want, no problem. All right, laser beams, cattle prod. Okay. We'll talk about that later. This happened to my friend's rental. Guy gets evicted instead of trashing the place. This blank guy cut off chunks of drywall, put dead fish in the walls, and sealed it back up. Tenant was a carpenter. The owners couldn't figure out the smell for weeks. They repainted, got it professionally cleaned a few times, searched endlessly. Eventually they figured something died in the walls and started knocking holes in the wall. Turned out to be that piece of blank moved by the tenant. This is horrible. This is horrible. I can't think of anything worse than this. This is so horrible. I hate it so much. Oh my gosh. Can you sue for that? What do you, like, that seems like some Judge Judy kind of case, you know what I mean? Because it's just like so insane. But like, can you even sue? Like, is that technically against the law? I don't even know. That's so, people are petty. Oh my God, that's crazy. Used to have a job that involved cleaning and minor repairs of rental apartments and houses between tenants. Usually it was easy enough, but the ones who were evicted often made it a point to wreck the place on the way out. One particular blank hole decided to pack plumber's putty into the sink and bathtub drains, then turn the taps on before he left. They had to get professional contractors to fix most of it, but I got to rip out a bunch of stinky wet carpet and water-damaged floorboards. That's just evil. Like the last thing too, like the stinky fish guy. This is just evil, man. That's crazy. It's not even like revenge and you're just making their life difficult. It's just like you're literally ruining the whole property, and that's just not okay.
So the tenants here decided to rip out all of the cabinets. They stole all of the appliances.
All the shims too?
They even took the countertops, electrical.
Countertops? Starting
Not their house though, so they don't care.
Was that like metal sheeting on the windows though? Yeah, you can't steal. Also, you can't steal like the sinks and the countertops and stuff. Where are you gonna take those? You can't just sell counters. If you were a cabinet maker, I used to be a cabinet maker. That's why I said shims. For those carpenters out there. That's why I don't do it anymore. They all fell. Oh gosh, is that bugs? Ooh, okay. Clean it up or burn the whole house down. I'm already down for burning the whole house down. A controlled fire from a distance. Some marshmallows, bugs are dead, everyone's happy. It's gotta go. Gasoline? That looks like that house that I used to, I worked for a cleanup industry, or a junk place. And I used to go into some bug-ridded houses like that. Big hoarder houses. Light it up, you know, make a Guy Fawkes night of it. Clean it all up, get some old clothes in there, you know, Goodwill doesn't want them, be like, throw them on the bonfire. Have a big town bonfire. It's community, it's getting close to each other. It's way too much bugs, way too much. Ooh, itchy, itchy, itchies. That's awful, I hope they're not bugs. Oh gosh, I'm itchy. Tenant evicted after 25 years. All right, 25 years of paying your rent, it's good stuff. Oh no, is that mold? I'm itchy watching that. Is that spore mold? You're just breathing that in for 25 years and you're alive? That's a superhuman, that's an X-Men. We need to find him.
So I'm out here at the 32 unit where we finally were able to evict a tenant that has not been paying rent for 8+ months, and he's left this place a complete mess.
8 months? Ooh, roaches. Okay. Ooh, we gotta get the food off the floor. That's number one.
All over here.
I've lived in some places with roaches. I've lived in 3 places with roaches off the top of my head right now. I swear to God. They're okay. They don't bite. Spiders are worse. What would you have, a house infested with roaches or a house infested with arachnids? Easy. Okay, that's a lot of fruit flies. I put the bananas in the microwave. They never get them. They haven't figured that one out yet. You gotta pay your rent. Like, why are people not paying rent? 2 days after, you know what I mean? Email, hi, just a nice email. Hello, this is the landlord. Did you forget something? End of the month, first and last, that's why they get it right off the bat.
This tenant and her kids wrote all over the walls and built an extra room in the garage.
All right, here we go, innovative. Some good drywall, all right, art. I like it.
It's giving very much PC, and I don't care about other people's stuff.
Very much pissy? Pissy? Like it smells pissy? Okay, so you're not supposed to do that, obviously. You're building another wall, building another room. What is this, a university campus? You can't do that, it's illegal. Very illegal. Oh no, what a mess. That's a hoarder house right there. All right, dude, this is TLC Hoarders. This is my favorite show ever. Channel 47, I'd sit up with my mom, get a big bowl of popcorn and watch Hoarders for like 13 hours on reruns. This is awesome. This is terrible. You need a shovel to get all that, or a dump truck. How do you have this much stuff anyway? That's too much. You need to watch some hoarding, some folding, some shows. What's that show? It's Marie Kelly, I think it's on Netflix. It's Organization. Lots out there. There's lots to choose from. Here we go.
Worked so hard to build this house only for scumbag renters to not pay rent for the past 4 months, and the Ontario Landlord Tenant Board is backed up 6 months.
Gotta pay rent. End of the month. 2 days before, that's when my heart starts getting beaten fast. I know rent's coming up. Ooh, gotta switch some numbers over. There we go. Gotta pay rent. It's part of the agreement. Hey, can I live here? Yeah, it costs you though. All right, I'll pay the cost to live here. Deal. How do they evict you nowadays? They call the cops, they come in, kick down a door.
The eviction appears to be going to plan, but the women are in shock.
I stay here, in the street.
That's sad, there's nowhere to go.
This house. Because I don't have another... nothing.
Give him a chance. I don't even know what to say on that one.
Known to the team, the woman on the phone has changed her mind about leaving.
No one else goes in there.
I feel like we're just watching a great episode.
The other women to do the same. The woman who started the sit-in also leaves of her own accord.
There's only one left in here now, and I just shut the door.
See, this seems like a show I'd watch, first off. I love the narration. And we're outside. Tracy's gone outside, and the camera crew's run down the street after her. It's like, I love it. This is the difficult decision. You have to pay your rent, but like, you gotta give people places to live. We also need to come together as a community and get some more shelters going, 100%. I'm down for that.
These are the top 10 tenants that are a landlord's
worst nightmare. I think I added worst in there. I think it's just they're a landlord's nightmare, but worst nightmare. It's spooky season after all.
I found myself trying to find a way to goddamn pay off my mortgage a little better, a little quicker or whatever. So I put this ad out or whatever saying I was looking for someone to sublease one of the rooms in my house or whatever. Okay. It was gonna be supposed to be like this real smooth transaction or whatever. Went on vacation or whatever. The person was supposed to be gone 3 days prior to my return. So I'm talking to my housekeeper or whatever, XYZ. She's like, yo, that person is still here in your house.
Not good.
What do you mean they're still in my house? It's supposed to be gone. So when I get back and touch down in the city, this is still here in my house, okay? Refusing to leave. Oh, no. So I didn't know what to do. I'm used to it. So I go down and I do up. There you go, y'all. Straight to the kitchen. I ain't going nowhere.
What? Oh, dang. Man, not a good situation. Not a good situation. That really is a nightmare. A nightmare situation. I've seen on the news, people will get or maybe I saw this on a TV show and it's not real. I'm just realizing, but I'll see people who put an ad or whatever, or they'll get somebody in their house. Sorry, really lost my train of thought there because I was trying to figure out if I saw that. It is real, it's definitely real. And then they just won't leave, and then there's nothing you can do to get them out. It's crazy, it's crazy. And I mean, the rules are like that to protect tenants because sometimes landlords can be really sketchy, but then crazy people take advantage and it's not good. It's just not good, guys. Oh no. Oof. Oof. Not good. Not good. Not good at all. Oh my god, so much trash. So much trash. Oh. Dang, man, that really sucks. Oh. Dang, that really sucks, man. That really sucks a lot. I get it, I do, but frick. I mean, I don't really get it, you know what I mean? I don't get it. I said I get it, but I don't get it. Why? Why? This is just like a, you know, whatever. Sometimes you leave a little bit of a mess. You shouldn't, and you should try your best, but sometimes things happen, whatever, moving is crazy. But this is like, almost like intentional, you know what I mean? But the good news is that when that all gets cleaned up, for sure shouldn't have to be your job. Once that all gets cleaned up, it's gonna be really satisfying to see the end results. So I'm excited for that, for you. Just, you know, trying to be positive. Cup half full. Oh man. On the carpet too, like dang. Carpet is so hard to clean. Oh, that's just so much stuff. That's a lot of stuff. That's, you know, people have a hard time. Sometimes people have a hard time and, oh, it's just so bad. It's so bad. That's horrible. I don't like it. I don't like it. But sometimes people are having a hard time, man. I mean, I'm just gonna assume that somebody wasn't just a jerk and left their home like this because whatever. And I'm just gonna assume that somebody was having a bit of a hard time here because that's like a different level of, you know, chaos and mess and that sort of thing. And you know, I've seen, hilariously enough, I've seen on TikTok, you know, just, I've learned a little bit more about some things. You know what I'm saying?
You were screaming. I think you probably need some help. Should I call the cops?
No, scream.
Oh.
Okay.
What is up with this guy?
No, I think I'll just stand here and scream.
Who is this guy?
Why don't you make me?
What?
Why don't you make me?
This guy, dude?
Okay, I figured you would. There's only 5 of you guys. You need the cops to help you?
Yeah, it's...
How about you try being a decent neighbor and not be out here screaming like a freaking banshee?
You were just screaming like...
That's definitely like a bad neighbor right there.
Property.
Oh, we're throwing it back. We're throwing it back.
Every single day. Weren't you guys out here with a megaphone screaming F this, F that every day? That was like a one-time thing.
It was like 3 months ago.
Weed all day. We're just asking if you guys be quiet a little bit.
You guys are always out here screaming like fucking girls every single day, and I'm sick of it.
Man.
I can't take it anymore. I'm sick of it.
Okay, so yeah, that... Alright, so that at the end there was definitely too far. You know what, I will say one thing though, man. You guys are like, oh, that was one time, like screaming on a megaphone, like F this, F that. My neighbor has a megaphone and they're just like screaming like cuss words out there like on this thing. I'll be honest, I do feel like the people behind the camera here, they probably are bad neighbors. Like I just get that vibe. Like I get the vibe that it's like they are loud all the time. They do some stuff that's very questionable. However, the way that this was handled, not good enough, dude. Like we gotta go through the proper channels of doing this and not just like run onto their property, you know?
I have 3 tiny homes, fixed base, no wheels, and rent them out. I hadn't received a check from one couple, couldn't get them on the phone. I take a drive up there and it is gone. The home was disconnected from power and water and disconnected from the slab. 3 weeks later, the cops found the home on the back of a flatbed 3 states away. They just stole a home? Imagine filing that police report. That's crazy. People really are out here stealing anything, huh? That's absolutely insane. Oh my god. Buddy of mine owned a 3-story house. Got a call from the 2nd floor tenants that water was coming through his roof. He went to the 3rd floor and when the tenants opened the door, he could see one of those blow-up swimming pools in the living room. Not the little ones, mind you, but one of the big 24-inch deep ones. As if this wasn't shocking enough, the tenant had also removed all the kitchen cabinet doors and replaced them with chicken wire and had a dozen chickens living in them. Is that real? Like, what do you even do? What do you say? How do you react? I have so many questions in that moment. Like, what do you do as a landlord? He had chickens living in the kitchen? Oh my god, that'd be so jarring. That would be so jarring. I had a tenant remove the kitchen island and bring it outside by the pool because they needed an outdoor serving area. What the heck? That's really, I mean, An outdoor serving area would be like sweet and it would be for sure clutch, but like I feel like I would much rather have a kitchen island than an outdoor serving area. Or was this one of those things where they like moved it back and forth? Dang, they just really should have got an island on wheels and problem solved. That's so insane. People are crazy. They'll just do anything. I'm not a landlord, but in my lease was an agreement to not have a pool inside the apartment, nor could we build a campfire or hoard goats in the apartment. To think there's a reason that these are specifically in a lease amazes me. Well, I mean, have you seen some of the stories we've talked about today? Cause I've been shocked. You would be shocked. Dang, yeah, you really gotta cover your bases, apparently. People will do anything. A horde of goats, imagine. I mean, chickens in the kitchen cupboards, horde of goats, it's all the same.